Hello YouTube. Well, it's that time to announce the winner of our Christmas Rescue Santa from South America contest. And I didn't have a huge amount of entries, but the ones I did get were very nice. Quite funny. I suggest if you have it that you go back to the contest video. They're linked to the video and you can see them there. And pretty creative. Some of them are pretty inventive, and I really like it. The first place prize, just to remind you, is one of the LBS's, the Little Boy Scout, as designed by Kylie Harris. And this one is sort of in the rough, in the raw, if you would, with just the handles put on and not finished, and the blade not finished. It's been sanded, but that's about all. And the winner can tell me to what degree they want it finished, and I will take it from there. You can have lanyard hole, without lanyard hole, polished handles, rough handles, leave the blade this shape, or if you would like, I can recontour to this shape to make it a little more useful for an adult person, or for a child we can leave it like it is. It was designed for Boy Scouts for their first knife. And as you can see, we have lanyard hole back here. That's pretty much what it'll look like, except you'll get the brown canvas micarta handles, which can be polished out really pretty, or they can be left rough. It's totally up to you. The second prize is the little Streamlight Microlight, and really like this. This is what I carry myself every day. I've got a little place in my watch pocket, and it's perfect. It's 28 lumens, and I found that to just about be ideal for daily use. It's small, it's out of the way, and it just does a wonderful job. And it's very tough. And of course, Streamlight backs it forever. Their lifetime guarantee, you never have to worry about it. So without further ado, let's get into our contest videos, and we will announce the winners. And then I'll give you a quick overview of what we have coming up for 2013. And actually later today there'll be a couple more videos that I'm going to try to put out on some knives. So I ended up with 4 videos that I saw. If there's anyone else, please get in touch with me, but I don't think so. And we had L Marshall 32, we had Dan LaCroix, we had Base Fury 4, and Aussie Mark 909. And there wasn't a bad one in the bunch. From Mark's quite inventive one to L Marshall's quite funny one. I liked every one of them. Mary and I both watched them, and it was when we picked the order, we both picked exactly the same order. So they were fun to watch, and I would love for people to go see them if you haven't already. They're quite entertaining. And we both picked Mark, Aussie Mark 909, as the first place winner. Very creative, very inventive, and just good solid reasoning on his part for a very fantastical situation. For second place, we chose Scott. Great video, you know, making a prototype out of wood. That was really neat. Throwing the Warhammer in there, that was a nice little touch. And the saw and the reindeer hoof pick. Dan put his children in there, and they were tactical elf strike force, and it was hilarious, and we really liked it. And of course, Marshall was just Marshall. He marches to the beat of a different drummer, and we both laughed our heads off at his. And because there was just 4, I think what I'm going to do is, I don't have a picture of it now, but there's another Streamlight that I really like that I often carry as a daily carry. It's even just a little bit smaller than this, and so for both Dan and Marshall, I make sure you send me your addresses. I need everyone's address because you're all going to get something. And Scott, you'll get the second place prize here, the Streamlight. Comes with the light, battery, there's a replacement end cap, lanyard, and it's just a great light. Super tough and indestructible, because if you tear it up, they'll take it back, they'll repair it, they'll replace it, and it's a lifetime guarantee. So you can't beat that. We had a wonderful Christmas here. I hope all of my friends did. I hope everyone that put in an entry had a great Christmas. Obviously, we got Santa back on the road because I saw a lot of you have posted Christmas videos with some of the things that he brought you. And so once again, I'd like to thank everyone. And Mark, you'll not only receive the knife, and you can send me a message as to how you want it done up, and I can answer any questions you have. But also, I think the most important part of the whole thing is, in your name, we're going to donate $100 to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. It's a group of hospitals here that just does wonderful, wonderful work with children. I have some personal experience, some friends of ours whose daughter was in extremely bad shape, very, very seriously sick little girl, and that was many years ago, and she's now a very healthy, happy little lady, and they pulled her through some pretty tough stuff. So they do good work, and the people there just really are dedicated and really care. The nurses with those children, you know, you always hear the term folks talk about them, you know, nurses being angels. Well, they truly are. To see sick children, to me, is the toughest thing there is. Nothing's harder to me than walking through that place and seeing these kids suffering. You don't want to see anyone suffer, but an older person that's seen some life, and you know, they have some toughness just from the time they've been on this earth. But to see those little kids be so brave and so tough, it just breaks your heart to see them in there, and you just want to heal them all, and you want them all out of there. So Mark, we will make that donation in your name, and we're very happy to do it. And if you will get a hold of me, we will work out how you want your particular knife, and I will do it up and get it out to you. For 2013, I have a lot on tap. We have some new tests. I have my own line of blades, the Echo Slice, which I'll be doing a separate video on. I have some sheaths to make. I have some tests on blades that have just come through here. We've got the big chopper here from Mike from Gavco, and this was made for Cliff Stamp. And as soon as I make a sheath and shoot a video on it, it's going to be going up to Cliff. And I really like this. I like the balance, I like the handle, and I'm not going to go into depth on any of these right now because these will be covered in future videos. I have some long-term tests and some knives I've had for a while but I haven't been able to test. For instance, here's a 3V knife from Mike. This was a gift at the Blade Show last year. This thing is one of the sharpest things right out of the box that you could imagine. The handle is just beautiful, and I really love it. And I hope to do a very in-depth test on this. I've been using it some, but I want to film. It just cuts like crazy. Great grind on this. It just really is taken down, and extremely sharp. Also from Mike, when he got a couple chunks of S125V, I asked him for one of them, and he made this up for me. It's a partial tang. It comes down to here with 2 pins through it. It's in as wide as it is. It's super strong. I'm not worried about it breaking or anything, and we'll have to see with this very high-tech, very hard steel how the edge holds up, if there'll be any chipping or anything like that. From Kiley, we have this one in S30V, excuse me, in LMAX. Sorry about that. And this is one of the most ideal shapes. This is sort of an upsized or upgraded slimline. And is it slimline or streamline? I always forget, and he's going to kill me, but I think it's a streamline. And it's with this handle and this blade, it's just super comfortable. He also put orange peel ply on here. It's the first time I've ever really used that or had it, and I really like the grip. I'm going to use it myself. It's extremely comfortable. Here's the original, so you can kind of compare the two there. And you know, the handles are almost the same. There's just a little bit more blade, and that's the main difference. Really like this. This would be just a fantastic woods knife. It's really almost ideal for about anything you can think of. Have a folder from him. You've seen a review on this from Gavco. He was over the moon when he got his, and I'm the same way. This is AEBL, and just that steel takes such a fine edge, and this is ground so fine. This is truly a knife. This is a cutting machine, and we'll be doing an in-depth video on this. Later on this afternoon, I'm going to show you a quick video on this. This was a present from Kiley to me. No, I wish. It's just passing through here. I threatened to tell him I was just gonna keep it here and count it as a Christmas present. It's a Strider, and it is the SGN CC in Coyote Tan. And really, you know, what can you say? It's a Strider. It's well made. Lockup's great. There's some negatives to it for me. I don't know if it would bother anyone else at all. We'll cover that in depth. There's a lot of positives to that knife also. The last one we'll cover is the Hinderer XM18, and I pretty much have been carrying this on a daily basis for a while now, and the only change that I've made to this is I put a very short convex on it. I really didn't want to mess up the blade on a knife like this, and really that's all it needed. That little change there from that very steep angle just really changed it. So we'll be getting into all that, and again, I want to congratulate all the winners, because you're all winners just for taking the time to enter. And if all of you will, even though I know I've sent stuff to some of you in the past, please send me your address again so I'm sure I've got it. And Mark, if you will contact me, we will figure out how you want your knife and get it set up for you. And that's it for now. I hope everyone has a wonderful new year, and I hope just in 2013 that worldwide things will go better for everybody. I hope that we can put 2012 behind us and the tragedies that we've all seen, and just move on to a much better year. So you take it easy, YouTube, and we'll talk to you later.